Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We got my man Tim in the house right now. True Black Media. Tim Black. I'm Wayne Sick. Welcome to the Wayne Sick Podcast. It's been a long time coming. Too long. Finally got a gentleman that saw the vision. Matt right here at the Podcaster Studio. We're going to be doing big things, huge things. Going to be all talking about the strip club industry, everything adult nightlife. We'll probably be having tons of dancers, DJs, managers, hopefully a couple owners if they're not scared. Bartenders, barbacks, waitresses. I want to have every scenario of the game on here so that we just got that true, authentic, what the strip club industry is all about. It isn't all strippers and burritos, I'll tell you that. I've been in the game about, I want to say 28 years without giving my age away. We see a little bit of the gray. Each episode, I'll give a little bit of some examples here and there of different places, different scenarios I've been in, different stories, different clubs, working for different companies. Currently, I'm a DJ right now at Honey's Las Vegas. I think we're a top-notch club out here. Tim, right here, my boy, he works with us. He's a 5-star review host, does driving. Guy pretty much does it all. Could possibly even be able to run the club. We're gonna dive into some stuff with him, but he's with me at Honey's. I DJ. He's a host over there, and he's a big time guy out here in Vegas with the marketing scene. Also dabbles into a little content. We'll get into some of that with him as well. We're just gonna break it down and let everybody see some eye candy and hear some real shit and raw shit. Bareback shit is what I like to call it. It's always funner to go bareback. So Tim, let's get into it with you, my man. Enough about me. Everybody, if you don't know, you should know me by now, but you will eventually, or you will through all these podcasts. Like I said, I'm a DJ. So how did we met when you were over at Scores, huh?
You would literally walk up. What is that road? Highland. You would just come out of the dark, and you were stumbling, walking towards me, and I'm just like, "Who's this dude?" I didn't know what you were about. I thought you were a bouncer, a host. I don't know what you were. Then he did, you just walked up, and next thing you know, we started like just hitting it off. And I still, at this point, I didn't know you were a DJ. I had no idea. You actually had a tattoo on your face at one point. I told you the story. He said it was like a cross next to your eye. And I said, well, what's the cross about? And you said, I'm just showing my love for my Lord and Savior. I said, well, can you find a better way? No disrespect, but I said, you look like a convict. And he says, I do, brother. I said, yeah. But I said, dude, like, you just looks kind of strange. But long story short, I go to, I leave Scores. I go to the Hippo briefly. And I went to see you at a pole competition at Library. You were DJing. And I thought you'd greet me. I thought you were a host. Next thing you know, you're like in a DJ booth. I said, what the fuck is this? Who is this guy?
Yeah, I remember you coming up to me and like, holy shit,
you just
bro.
blew me the fuck away. I said, I've been to so many clubs. I used to work at the Rhino for 7 years. I go to Crazy Horse a lot. That's my club to hang out. And, I've heard all kinds of DJs. And I'm like, who is this guy? Like, it blew me away. I just thought I'd seen, a lot of different DJs. No, I thought they're all great. I think Mondo's great. I think Brian at Scores is great. It's just a lot of great guys. But then I'm like, I just could not believe what I was seeing. You were funny. Not trying to kiss your ass or anything.
I got a nice ass. So I mean, maybe you can give me a little good game. That'll be good enough, I'm sure.
But long story short, you were just like, I just never seen anything like you. I just thought you were just amazing. Like,
appreciate that. So. Yeah, I remember because I kept going over there to try to get in over there at Scores. And at first I met you, or I knew about you through Dan. which what a character. I'm going to have him on the show for sure
he's perfect.
as well.
He's perfect. He's over at Treasures right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to
steak and a
Dan
bottle
over
package.
there. Dan, excellent host out here in Vegas.
Dan's a great guy, actually.
Definitely a character. He'll be awesome to have on here as well. But I met him through you, and he had kind of like gave me the lowdown a little bit. But because I had thought originally you were like a manager in there, or you were like the GM of the place.
Everybody always says that.
You know?
I don't know what. Maybe it just come across like that. I don't know.
I guess
everybody always says I'm a manager. I was a manager at Sophia's, but I mean, like
your professionalism, maybe. I guess.
I don't know.
Could be the beard. I see you tan today, so that's a plus.
Well, I wanted to make sure I was tan for you because you love the tan. So I figured, let's get that spray tan going.
Dark, handsome. It's a beautiful thing to look at across the table.
Exactly.
Right,
I'm trying to be as dark as I possibly can.
I'd say some titties would be better, but maybe next episode.
Well, we invited a few, obviously, at Vegas.
Some girls got a little nervous. They want to,
more nervous about you than me, but
probably, yeah. So we want to show them like, hey, it's a safe environment. You're welcomed. We're going to have lots of fun. All we want to do is just bring the real shit to the people out there, real stories about these strip clubs, the industry itself, and how things work. I'm from Cali originally, so obviously I got that whole world to dive into, but right now, currently, we'll be talking about Vegas. I got a lot to say about Vegas, I'll tell you that much. Should call it Haterville. Actually, should call it Cone City if you really want to be true.
Cone City is right.
Because
that's what it's all about.
There's no sinning out here anymore, it doesn't seem like. It's just cones all over the fucking place, and you got to try to... Traffic's insane, and there's no one even working. I want those guys' jobs right there.
That would actually be a good theme night, actually. Just have a bunch of cones and make the dancers going around certain cones and invite all the construction workers in. That would be a good idea, actually.
Well, it's sounding like it's going to get even crazier out here because they got, Formula One coming? Which...
But let's just make it on Thanksgiving weekend when there's like millions of travelers.
I think I was out in Cali last year at that time with my brother for a little bit.
That's right.
So... I didn't have to deal with any of that madness, but I heard it was just a shit show.
Oh, yeah. No one could come to the club. No one can cross the strip. It was literally the worst night of the night. I think we sent 5 people home early. It was, the 5 casinos made out, the people getting kickbacks made out, but we didn't make anything that night. It was literally the biggest waste of time. We all watched the race on the TVs. There was nobody in the club.
Damn,
and it was just an embarrassment.
I know everyone was anticipating a huge... a huge amount of money to be made in those clubs like that. But yeah, if you're saying what you're saying, everyone's sticking close to just like Super Bowl. I was out here, I believe, for Super Bowl.
No, we did all right on Super Bowl. That was quite different because the whole week it was actually a real event. It was like where F1, they cut off Vegas, so you can't even see the fountains. I remember picking someone up at Paris. This is like maybe 2 months after the race. And I said, oh my God, that's beautiful. And the guy's like, you live here. I said, I haven't seen these fountains for like maybe 5 months. You know how pretty it is.
Yeah, I think they're already starting to mess with it right now.
No one's able to see anything.
Yeah.
Where the Super Bowl, we were able to enjoy the whole city the way it is. And I just didn't understand why on F1, why didn't they just cover the strip, charge everybody $100 and just have them all stand there?
Those fountains kind of remind me of something of myself in the bedroom pretty much. You know what I mean?
What? You like what?
The way they shoot and explode.
With yourself or with someone else?
Me with someone else. Could be on a Pornhub session as well.
I thought, something else.
Maybe just some Tim Black on Pornhub or something, huh?
Pornhub doesn't pay. So
they don't.
No,
I don't know about. That's why I want to get into a little bit of that world with you. I know you exchange content and do your content stuff. How's that like? I always thought here was my concept of what I wanted to do with being a content creator, maybe in that world. What I wanted to do, and shout out to my boy AJ Jackson out there in California. He's the original pussy monster, let's just say. But he gifted me with, a blessing of being kind of like in the pussy monster game, maybe. And I've never seen a guy like this guy. He's going to be on here. He lives in Cali. Ryan Jackson.
Okay.
He lives out in Cali, but he's working at Cali Girls out there in Santa Ana. doing a phenomenal job. That's, I guess, the number one club right now, full nude, maybe possibly overall out there. My boy Jeff Rock, he's the GM. Sean doing big things out there, regional. Or I think he got moved up to vice president of the Rhinos out there. But I've never seen a manager like that guy in my entire life, and I'll get into that with that guy when we talk. His style, very unique. His way with women, very unique, but it works. And he kicks ass. Dude's solid. He's like just a little sexy fucker that gets a lot of pussy. He's just like a little 5-foot-something bald dude with a crazy ass beard that, like, these bitches are getting wet daily over this guy over there.
What does he do? Is he just a manager or what?
No, he's a floor host, I guess.
Right.
You know, they don't got all the titles out there in Cali like you do out here. With all this.
Philly, you just showed up. You didn't have host or anything. You just showed up.
You don't got like 15 fucking managers, 10 hosts, fucking 15 drivers, fucking all this other crazy shit.
In Philadelphia, they don't even have bottle girls. You just show up, sit around a bar, basically.
Yeah. I'm gonna low key be shitting on Vegas, but I gotta be safe and sound at first, kind of, but just to give some people a little of what's to come. This is Haterville out here, but anyways, back to the content thing. My boy gifted me with the little pussy monster concept as well, or scenario. So I said, damn, I want to do maybe like an OnlyFans, you know, maybe like a WAYNE SIKK Uncensored. And all I want to do, though, is pussy eating scenes.
Eating pussy?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like, let's say.
Are you any good at it?
I think.
You know, I come with testimonials. I'm just letting you know.
I think I'm probably one of the best on the planet of eating pussy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I love pussy. I wake up to pussy. I eat, sleep, breathe, shit pussy. You know what I mean? But that being said,
I've never heard you say that in headphones before. It actually sounds really sexy.
Yeah,
like
sex.
pussy.
I need to get like what do they call the floor mat people? The weather tech, is that it? Or the floor mats?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna be hearing this in the car, I'm hoping to get a lot of pussies.
So they get all wet, so it can contain in the weather.
Yeah. So I want to try to get them as a sponsor.
See, I get you all the time. I know.
We're going to get a bunch of sponsors involved. We'll get to that down the road, but we just got to get this thing going finally. Like I said, man, anyways, real quick, I'm all over the place a little bit, but it was just going to be me eating pussy in different scenarios. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, you know, I got a woman on the counter and I'm making some scrambled eggs, maybe some egg whites, and got the toaster running a little bit, you know what I mean? And I take a quick break and spread the legs open and eat a little bit of some pussy on the counter.
So are you naked or just wearing a shirt with like your ding dong flying? What are you wearing? Like what are you looking like? Wearing a fur coat while you're cooking?
That would be pretty hot. A fur coat, butt naked underneath. You know what I mean? And
sandals or slides or what?
It's a good question.
You always wear those big like fucking Doc Martin type shit. I'm just wondering, you wear fucking like ankle socks with Doc Martens and rock some. You like do exercises, or you're just like
no, I'll just spread it open, get involved. You know what I mean?
What if she has piercings? Because a lot of times when you have piercings, I'm afraid they're going to break my teeth. Because sometimes, like when I'm doing it, they push it while they got the piercing. I'm like, fuck, is my teeth still there?
Yeah,
that's what I get worried.
That is a little
worried about the piercings, or you worried about?
Usually I try to suck those along with the clit type of scenario. You know what I mean?
And turning me on with this voice, man.
It seems to like get the women turned on as well. You know what I mean? Then I'll do another scenario where maybe if we're at the beach or something, pull the bikini aside a little bit out there in the sand and get a couple licks in. So it would have been a concept
what's your beach
like that.
Beach of preference out there?
My favorite beach in Cali is San Clemente.
Okay.
To be honest.
Well, look at you. Because I was going to say Salt Creek, which is
I've had some great experiences out there. I love Salt Creek, but
that's a great place.
San Clemente has kind of like a spiritual value to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Like if I die, that's where I'm going to tell my brother, or who's still alive, family wise of mine to dump my ashes out there in San Clemente.
Okay, interesting.
You know, we used to always camp out there when we were younger as kids
On the
at
beach?
San Clemente State Beach Park.
Really? They let
So
you do
you
that,
got to
or-
walk down a big ass hill.
Okay.
That's crazy in itself, bro. That's like hella exercise, especially after being at the beach
Right.
all damn day out in the water. You know what I mean?
So I'm thinking about, I'm going to film you eating chicks out on San Clemente Beach.
That'd be hot, bro.
That'd be cool, actually.
I think, yeah.
Can I do anything with her while you're doing that, or we could do like an Eiffel Tower?
You are the content creator out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hopefully by then too, I'll be nice and tan like you. You know what I mean?
Well, next hour it'll be even darker.
Yes. But I used to always tan, bro, to be honest. I'd always be in the tanning beds and my mom would always talk shit to me. But that being said, I haven't been hitting any bets because I've been wanting to try to finish up some tattoos or get some more tattoos.
Yeah, I have one
going,
on my back.
You know what I mean?
Finishing up my bottom back next week.
So it's like, you can't be mixing and doing all that shit together.
Right.
So, but let's get back to the strip game. We got into some content, what I wanted to do, thought about doing. I don't know. We'll see what the women
Well, who would
say
be your
about
ultimate one you'd want to eat out? Like, if you see online, like, is there a favorite, like, porn star?
I'd say, well, porn star wise.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't say a dancer right now because that'd be kind of inappropriate.
I was thinking J-Lo, to be honest, but porn star wise, let me see. Oh, that's
You know what I like, so I don't know the.
Yeah, what?
Big porn
Let's
star.
get into that real quick.
No, I mean,
So
I'm more into, like,
go ahead. You can
blacker
say.
girls than I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not into, like, so someone said to me, is it Ellie something, Ellie Jean or something? I don't know, the top blonde porn. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I have no idea.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, it's like, I think Autumn Falls was one, or Autumn.
She's kind of like
She's
a mix,
sexy.
I think,
She's
or
like a
whatever.
mix.
Or I think she's more Latina, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, super. That one's super hot. Bro.
Yeah, that was somebody my old
I'd
friend
fucking
actually,
eat
like,
her out from the backside,
she's
doggy
beautiful.
style wise,
She's beautiful.
just booty to fucking coochie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, a lot of there's a lot of that stuff on what I'm shooting recently, so it's interesting. So
Really?
yeah.
I
it's
mean,
funny.
you
I'm
send me a little
I'm
bit
like,
of
wow.
some-
Well, we should have a competition. We should probably set the two up.
Oh
and
shit!
kind of see what's going on here.
I got to make sure it's cool. My brother, real quick, because he kind of like overlooks me on some things and tries to set me straight. But
Did he teach you a few things, or did you just,
he,
I never.
he's married, so he's a good guy.
Okay.
I'm the black sheep of the family. Dad a fireman, mom school teacher, brother's a cop.
Okay.
I don't know if I should say that if he's a cop. It's already out there, but he's a
Right.
cop. You wouldn't think it if you saw him anyways, though. You wouldn't recognize him anyways. But so I don't know how I ended up. Well, I know how I ended up in this road of strip clubs, but I don't know how, because I was actually testing to be a fireman or a cop. When I was young, I always wanted to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? I was intrigued by that world.
Because you were like, you told me you were a 3 varsity sports person in high school.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean,
Football, swimming, soccer.
but you wanted to be like,
know what I mean?
you should have been a fireman. That would have been perfect for
Yeah.
you. You would have been stay in shape and all that stuff.
I know. And then I think what
Here we
happened.
are looking like extremely tired. I'm like extremely tired, working overnight,
Yeah.
4 nights a week. So it's
Bro,
it
the
takes its
hours out
toll.
here are brutal.
Yeah,
That's 7:45 to like 6 something in the morning.
Yes.
Mondays 5 to 5.
Yeah.
It's no joke out
No
here
joke.
in
It's a
Vegas
lot.
with these
It's tough.
crazy hours in the graveyard shit. It
Mhm.
takes a lot out of you.
You got to deal with a lot of different people, and you got to remain calm, and just a lot of weird things going on.
Yeah,
I think the fact that we do so well with, our ratings are so good, just the way
Yeah.
we treat people. And that's different. Like you said, you're going to get into with Vegas and how strip clubs
To
are.
me, I'll be honest, I feel honestly Vegas has lost its hospitality.
Absolutely. Since I got here in 07, it's completely different.
I remembered coming here back in the days before I even lived out here, and it was dope.
Mhm.
Clubs and I wish I would have came out here and been DJing like 15 years ago, maybe.
Yep.
Even possibly 10. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm making I'm a weekend DJ out here, but I'm making Cali money, it seems like to me.
Right.
From what I was doing in Cali. So I don't know. I should be making the 1,500s a night to 2,000s a night, and I'm like 1,000 to 1,300 or so short every night on that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, we'll dabble into all those different kind of scenarios within different programs, different scenarios. You got any cool stories you want to tell lately about some of your rides to? I know sometimes with you being a host at our spot at Honey's Las Vegas, shout out Honey's. I think we do a great job with hospitality. We do.
We do. It's astonishing to me that, like weed, I used to say pot. Like, don't say pot, it's weed. I go, weed, once it became popular, I guess it's not enough. Like literally every single ride, no joke, Wayne, you got Coke? Can you get me Coke? It's like, it's crazy to me.
It's huge.
It's like, you can't have, I'm just a tequila and caffeine person. That's all I need. But all these people need like, Coke, Coke. It's literally Coke.
Tequila. I love tequila too. I need some tequila sponsors.
Oh, we'll be going out tonight. You owe me a steak, so we're going to have tequila and steak.
Oh, way.
There it is, the first time.
Yes.
But no, it's interesting because that's what I'm seeing. It's just the craziness with just going that way. But I hear so many. I mean, I worked at 7 clubs, and I've never heard
a lot out, and big ones, the big ones.
Yeah, I mean, for 7 years I was at the Rhino doing the advertising and photography, and then after COVID, which ended up working well, I ended up going to 6 other clubs. But I've seen it all, and like I was saying, that's why I was so impressed by you because of just amazing what you do. But I mean, even
God bless.
Even but even like our club, I think is accepted so well from all the rides I hear. Like, oh, you treat us very well, and I think we're bringing the hospitality back.
Yeah,
making
for sure
clubs great.
The only thing we need to do is just get that over that initial hump of exposure.
Yeah,
that's the final step.
Yeah, not enough people know about us, and it's so infuriating in that way. We just need more people to talk about us. That's it.
Like we got a solid. I got to say this. I mean, other than how solid our staff is, and management is, but and me and Mondo, we rocking the mic, rocking the house. He's giving that more EDM feel. I'm giving more of the hip hop, probably vibes, reggaeton, all that. But I'm well dabbled in any generation. You could drop me off in Compton, I'm gonna rock it. You could drop me off in Tijuana, I'm gonna rock it. You know what I mean?
Oh, there've been nights. I mean, Wayne's been known to what was it? We were late one night. It was like 5 to 6 in the morning. You were playing. There was no one in the club. It was a real slow time of year, and you were playing like what's it, Maharaji?
Yeah, there's the banda stuff, mariachi stuff. And,
it was some great stuff.
Yeah.
We were loving that. So,
who I do really, really, really want to compliment is our waitress staff.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think we got the baddest waitress staff on the planet, probably.
Yeah, they I mean, some clubs got really sexy ones, but we just got sexy, but also they just really good.
They bust their ass, bro. I mean, I'm up in the booth, you know what I mean? And I'm just seeing them run around, or I'm seeing them clean, or I'm seeing them bringing bottles or popping bottles, or like, man, and they're also hot. They're sexy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I've been to all these clubs out here, I love Rhino and CH3, obviously. I'm up in those mofos partying,
Right.
But they got some baddies, but I just think that we're on that extra level with that in our
Yeah, because honestly, when I first got there, it was okay, but I think now it's been almost perfected in that way. I think, like I said, I just wish more people knew about us.
I want to give some respect too to our barbacks, Julio and Hector.
Oh, they keep it going.
Austin.
Fun.
These guys bust their ass, man, and I don't think a lot of times these guys.
A lot of people don't realize what they do. I mean, they do a lot of freaking work. I mean, it's just
in our industry, and that's why I want to do this podcast, is because I want to give everybody their fucking flowers, because I don't care if
you're going to shit on people.
Yeah, the shitting's coming.
Shitting's coming.
Believe me, the shitting will be coming, and I won't even probably wipe my ass after that episode. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that being said, I wanna give those guys props because they bust ass, man. And a lot of those guys don't get the respect or the money probably they deserve.
No,
you know what I mean?
not at all.
And it's unfortunate because we're all a team. We're all a machine under that fucking roof, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I've always realized being in the game so long. Yeah, I DJ. Okay. Yeah, I've been DJing 18, 19 years, 20 years. Yeah, I manage clubs. Yeah. You know what I mean? And how I got into the game was my boy's girlfriend was a bartender at Fritz's in Bellflower. Shout out Fritz's. It's no longer there. Shout out John, the owner of the place. He went to high school with my mom. So it was kind of like weird, the whole scenario and me starting off. But I was a personal trainer at 24 Hour Fitness, Springdale and Warner, Huntington Beach. That's what me and my brother were doing. We were originally trainers at Sequoia Athletic Club out there in Orange County, WAYNE Park. Now, that being said, if social media was around then, I'd already be retired. Like, fuck. We were like 90210 Beverly Hills bullshit in that gym before there was any of these, like,
no homo. You were kind of hot.
Things.
You were kind of hot.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, 267, yoked the fuck up. Started off at 228, did a couple cycles. I didn't get too nutty with it, but I did a couple. And
you were stacking?
Booyah. I did 595 twice on bench, bro. Used to rock 415 for 4 to 5 sets, 15 reps, 385 behind the neck for 10 reps, curling 185. So, I mean, fortunately, I had good genetics, I believe, from my pops and grandpa. My grandpa was tall, so I got the height. And my dad was kind of like yoked up. He's a strong fucker. Probably still is, you know what I mean? And so I got his strength and just, you know, combining that with eating a little pussy and doing push-ups, it does a big thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Does about it.
But it's going to be a fun journey, this podcast, man, because we got a lot to talk about and a lot to say. And I just, like I said, my goal is to just bring awareness of everything in and out of the clubs. But back to, I know I'm going all over the place, but this is the first podcast, so we'll work through the kinks. But that being said, how I got in was, so I went with my boy to meet his girlfriend. That being said, they saw me, they're like, damn, look at this big crazy looking fucker, blah, blah, blah. Probably called me sexy even at the same time, you know what I mean?
Of course.
I'll never forget, you know, my boss man, Greg, it was Greg and I think Steve over there. Steve or Scott, I don't know, Chris maybe. This is a big wig dudes. But Greg, super awesome general manager or night manager guy, old school cat. First thing he said to me, he's like, man, you're a good looking dude, you know, like, try to, if you can, stay away from the pussy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, no worries, man. And fuck, my first week, bro, I knock out 3 strippers, you know what I mean? I think it was 2 on day shift, 1 on night shift, even got caught fucking making out with one by the fucking, by the beer cooler area while one was going upstairs. The night one was coming into work, going upstairs. I was making out with the day shift girl. And, so yeah, that's a quick little story right there. That got me into some trouble. The girl, I was standing at the back bar chilling, you know, getting my security on, and she came up and dumped like 5 or 6 glasses of drinks on me that were on that back bar right there. So then, of course, you know, I have to go and face boss man, and he says, "Fuck, Weaver, what did I tell you? Keep that fucking dick in your pants. What was your thing to me?" And I'm like, "Fuck." Yeah, I fucked up. He's like, go upstairs, get another shirt, and had to keep going. But what I wanted to give the flowers to Hector and Julio and Austin and them, or all these barbacks out here and in Cali and in nightclubs, shit, even washing dishes, you know, whatever. It's all a group effort, team effort. And I had to do that shit too, because my boy's chick was the bartender. So she's like, look, you want to make some good money, fucking I forget, her name's Laura, but I forget who the other bartender chick was. Super hot chicks right there. My boy's ex-wife was banging, you know. No disrespect on that, just compliments. But that being said, I bar backed for them, and fuck, bro, you're busting your fucking ass, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then so I got intrigued by the homie DJing, and then I got intrigued by, I was on the floor. I was the guy like always collecting the house fees type deal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I turned into that. I went from door real quick and floor to bar backing, then to collecting dough. And then my old school soccer homies got a hold of me, and rest in peace, man. Rest in paradise, my boy George Lopez. You know, we had played soccer many, many years for a team called the Sharks Club Team. The AYSOs, all that crap we did, man. I had played soccer all my life, you know what I mean? That being said, we lost George last year, and sucks, but he brought me into a whole different world, which was the full nude world. And I'm over there, you know, I'm in there with, that Fritz's was a dope spot because, granted, Bellfire, but we got all the LA stuff and OC stuff.
And where was this at now?
In Bellfire, California.
Where's that?
It kind of like, it's close to like Lakewood, Long Beach.
Okay. Oh,
Cerritos, where I grew up.
like Manhattan Beach, Seal Beach?
No.
Or
a
like,
little further in, probably
okay,
a little further in. Maybe not too far from like Whittier. Whittier would be
okay.
up the
Makes sense.
freeway.
Right. Okay.
But that spot, man, was so multicultural, and
Yeah.
the chicks banging chicks. But it was like if it was a Vegas club, but right there in California type deal.
Yeah, I
you
think
know
I know
what
what you're talking about. Yeah.
And there was a DJ there, Scott LaRock. So I started getting to rock with him and vibe with him on some things. And he was showing me some DJ shit. And then, like I said, the guys were like at the full nude club, TJ Showgirls in Stanton. It's off Beach Boulevard out there,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like borderlines, Buena Park, Westminster, all that area out that way. And full nude. And he was like, bro, come and manage this club with me. You know what I mean? And I was like, shit, I kind of had it made where I was at, but I was intrigued. I was dating this chick at the time. I don't know if I should say her name or not. Probably we'll just leave it alone on that one. Hot though. Took me a good amount of months to get that chick because I had that image to women at that club. I'm a player or whatever, you know what I mean? Especially knocking
But
three.
even then you had that
Yeah.
persona.
Yeah, knocking 3 out the park the first week, you know, does some damage, I guess. But I don't think I ever had that. I wasn't really that dude that just wanted to hop around fucking everything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was more, let me find the one girl and chill and go from there, you know what I mean? And that being said, I want to shout out all my exes actually, because I know I was a good dude, and probably I'm a Scorpio, so I loved probably too hard. But during a lot of those relationships, I was immature in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back on it now like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, what a dumb fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they say the older you get, the wiser you get. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like,
well, just thank God you weren't ever married.
yeah, you know, and
you lose a couple of years that way. Of yourself.
There could have been that. There could have been maybe the families. You know, I don't know. I'm 51. I'll give my age up. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I still look good. Shit.
Ooh-wee.
But that being said, yeah, it's like, man, you know, you think like could have did things differently, you know what I mean? But
any of the girls look like that?
Yeah. I had some bangers, bro. I definitely had
nice
some
logo. I like that.
Some hot bangers. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Matt, man. Like I said, Podcaster Studio, doing big things, gonna get even bigger.
So it's gonna be the WAYNE SIKK Podcast. Eat pussy.
Get pussy. Love pussy. Shout out to pussy.
You're gonna talk about what are you gonna talk about what are you gonna talk about with the strip club? What are you gonna talk about with strip clubs though? Well, what's your beef What's Wayne
What
Sick?
I'd love to do is make strip clubs great again. And I started that back, 4 or 5 years ago. And that's why you could see some of the material right here on the table, because I want to remind pussies that it's me that started that, because there's going to be a lot of biting, it seems like, going on, and kind of already is here and there, but who gives a shit? I mean, it is what it is. It's flattering, I guess. Just like all the DJs out there in Cali used to try to sound like me too, you know what I mean? So, or say my shit or try to do my spiel, you know what I mean?
Right.
But my ultimate goal, like I said, is to try to, I don't know if I'm big enough to be able to save the game, but if I can change the game in any which way that I possibly can, in any dynamic in a strip club that I can, then I'd love to do that.
Right.
To me, I feel like all the owners around the world got together somewhere, maybe Area 51, and fucking said, damn, we got to get rid of all these real motherfuckers that know the game and know what they're doing because they want money or they want to make more money. And they were like, let's just go out and hire a bunch of fucks from Geek Squad. So let's go get some fucking nerds at Geek Squad and have them run the club and then bring all their fucking friends in. And then now that's what we got the strip club being right now.
Yep.
So my goal is to, maybe if there's still any OGs out there, to get them back in a little bit to finish strong. I want to finish off strong. My ultimate vision right here is this podcast, blowing it up, get the following, get the sponsors, go cross country with it, do live podcasts from strip club to strip club, get into strip club consulting through that. You know what I mean? And then from there, if the Lord blesses me, maybe own my own club within 3 to 5 years and just shut the industry down, period. You know what I mean?
Well, it's interesting too, because my friend, he was working in Bismarck. I think, where is that at?
Bismarck.
Or is that South Dakota? Is that what that is? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I never even heard of it.
Well, he was in Billings.
I know Bismarcky. Shout out Bismarcky. R.I.P. You know what I mean?
So he was in Cheyenne. He was in like all these different places, and you hear all these great things. I mean, even when I shot Girls with the Rhino, 5 girls came from Dayton. There's a place called Diamond Cabaret. I'm off, and there's so many places called Diamond, but that's like a top spot in Dayton. But 5 girls that I shot, came from Dayton. And there's all these great clubs in these little cities. And then when they come here, they expect, over the top and all this different stuff. And like you said, you get there and it's this bunch of, hustlers and trying to rip you off. And it's like, well, where's the experience we're expecting? You know what I'm saying? It used to be Vegas was over the top, took care of you. And it's like, well, where the fuck that go?
Yeah, it's more or less a facade, man. Like,
it really is.
What they say with that desert shit, man, is true. It's like a fucking facade. You know what I mean? I came out here with expectations insane, and I'm highly disappointed, to be honest. You know what I mean? I could have just kept my ass in Cali, been chilling. I was at the Rhino in Torrance already. Could have moved around with that company, and who knows where I could have been.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the time, even I was wanting to pop off my own tequila bar. You know what I mean?
But if you owned a strip club, where would you want to own it? See,
that's the good question. I don't know. I would love to say out here, but it's a fuck storm.
I would 26 clubs out here now.
Yeah, I would love to do it out here and just shut it down once and for all. But man, with these driver payouts and all this other crazy fucking shit, it's like a lot of things just don't even make sense out here, really, with that shit.
You're right.
Cali, I would love it, but you got to put all these dancers on payroll, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I don't know how that would work. I'd have to look at the dynamics. Cali would be extremely right there in the OC, or do something huge in LA.
Well, Tampa's a big strip club.
Yeah, Tampa would be sick. I'd love to make my way out that
fur
way.
Coat on
you know what
Clearwater
I mean?
Beach. That'd be great.
Yeah, But it depends, we'll see where everything's at. You know what I mean? I just know it's going to be a fun journey right here, and I just got to execute from here on out with things. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you coming on here with me and us doing some of this action and keeping things rolling and getting this ball rolling. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
we're gonna do huge stuff. Everything's gonna pop off. You know, you got a little bit of where I began, Fritz's in Bellflower, then went into TJ Showgirls, full nude spot. Became a manager there. Was predominantly Samoan workers there at that spot.
The dancers or
no
what?
Samoan employees.
Oh, okay.
So I was in charge of a handful of Samoans, and which is kind of wild.
That was random.
My boy. So there was John, who was a manager there, Samoan dude.
What was his last name?
George Lopez. John, I think it's Tua. John Tua.
Okay,
maybe.
that was a interesting
name. George Lopez, and then at the time there was a half-breed type dude named Matt. It was kind of like the main dude. Shout out those owners, man. It was Smitty and Jim, old truck drivers, bro.
Okay.
A couple truck driver homies that decided to pop off a full nude spot. And bro, no
For
joke.
all the right reasons.
No joke. Back then, there was no topless dances, no nude dances. It was nude on stage, and it was like straight dry humping R. Kelly style fucking dances on the on a long bench row we had. You know what I mean? And it was like $10 dances, bro.
Yeah.
At that.
I remember driving in Montreal one time. There was like $5 lap dances, and in Pennsylvania there was a place called Al's Diamond Cabaret, which is like a big thing. Howard Stern always had things there, and it was like people would walk in with their coolers. They would sit on the course, stand on the coolers. It was an all nude club. So
yeah, see, ours was sodas, juices, all that BS.
Yeah.
But and it's a crazy dynamic that went on there, and I'll share that throughout different episodes probably. But that club was pretty ruthless, and the money was insane.
Yeah.
And there, it was no fucking around. You know what I mean? If you fucked up over there, you're probably getting your ass beat and thrown out in the alley.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or thrown in the trash can in the alley. It was that old school vibe of shit there. But bro, we had the hottest chicks, all OC baddies. Probably there were some LA girls going up in there too, but we had the hottest chicks doing $10 dances, bro.
Yeah, because back then they didn't have OnlyFans. They didn't have any of that shit.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, not even the topless dances or nude dances, just straight.
Yeah, because we
nude on
lost the
stage.
dancer this weekend because she's really big in content. She wanted to she was asking me to do content with her, but she's got like all kinds of followers and she makes all kinds of money. So she's not even going to dance at the club anymore. So that's the thing. You got to think OnlyFans now.
Yeah. You know, that took a big chunk and a big hit in the strip club industry because a girl, what is she going to do? Deal with customers and their bullshit, their handsy shit, wanting to fuck them, wanting to fucking get whatever they can, the cheapest route they can. Or they could be sitting there in their own fucking living room or bedroom playing with themselves.
And it's the girls have it so easy. They just have to go to the bathroom, play with themselves, and they make $100.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro, some of these OnlyFans, these porn stars or different people making million a month, whatever.
But a lot of girls ask me to go, well, can I make money on OnlyFans? I said, well, you got to be consistent. I mean, it's all about being consistent because they say, I'm going to quit my job and do OnlyFans. I'm like, when you realize that, when you work for yourself, you got to like work 24 hours. You got to work harder because I've owned businesses, had a swimwear company. I was in Sports Illustrated. Like, you got to work all these things. You got to work like all these hours.
I'd like to get you to take your shirt off right now through the rest of the podcast.
No, that's
you know what I mean? But I understand. I know your nipples are pierced.
Yeah,
right?
they're pierced. Well, they hurt so much going into 2013.
I heard that's brutal.
My ex-girlfriend, she ended up being a porn star. So I'm not even going to name her name, but she's a porn star. I'm not going to say who she is. But I love
porn stars. Just a little shout out to the porn stars out there.
Everybody says they're a porn star, which cracks me up.
Yeah.
You're an adult talent is what you are. Porn stars would be like Johnny Sin or...
I shout this guy out all the time on the mic when he's walking through the club.
Much, actually, but
Johnny Sins, line 1, or Johnny Sins in the house signing autographs.
Yeah, and all the barbacks walk up with their pens, ask me for autographs. I'm like, no, I look nothing like Johnny Sins. So
I think you're a little hotter than him. You're a little bit buffer, maybe too. You know what I mean?
He's a good-looking guy.
I don't think his nipples are pierced, are they?
No, he has no tattoos. He's not pierced, and I'm not.
It's kind of probably
honestly, I'm an inch shorter than him, so it pisses me off.
Really?
Yeah. Pisses me off.
With the cock or with the...
Because he put it on his laptop once. He laid it out. And I said, shit, I got a laptop. Oh, wait. So I laid it out and I said, damn it. So I measure up to Johnny Sins. So
that's
actually
fucked up.
Very disappointed.
So maybe I shouldn't call you Johnny Sins anymore. or because that fucker's got a bigger one.
Johnny Singh Jr., I guess, would be.
That's
there you go.
Man,
yeah, it's gay.
Yeah.
No homo.
No homo, no Diddy. What is the Diddy shit nowadays, too? That's a whole cluster.
Yeah, we don't want to go there.
That's another episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with your content stuff, like, how does that work? Or I know you guys do content trade.
I tell
what
people
got you into that anyway?
Well, because I was always working on my own. And when you work for a club as a single dude working at a club, single guy, you get killed with like taxes. They're taking all kinds of shit out. I've always worked on my own. So I use my penis for a 1099 is what I tell people. I want to be self-employed. So I just do OnlyFans and many vids. And so I want to live the freelance style. I was a freelance art director. I was doing freelance, photography. And when you work that way, I'm able to like work on my own, if you can say it that way. So I do it for fun. So, and that is the truth. But the thing is, I've recently said to myself, well, why don't I work with more popular people? People have bigger followings. If I'm going to do this, let me work with somebody that I can actually make more money with. Because I make okay money on the side, but not like a chick. I can't go to the bathroom and just do something. Or otherwise, a lot of gay guys follow me now, which is weird. A lot of guys hit me up like, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not into that. Just no offense. Do your thing. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I'm probably going to work more with more famous people. Just so if I'm going to do this on the side, make more money with.
Yeah, because shit, I want to have you, like I said before, be my social media guy, and you can go cross country with me, and we'll just get pussy.
That's actually pretty
country,
cool. That's a great idea, actually.
Get that big WAYNE Sick bus out, knocking it out. You know what I mean? And
I'm just curious to see if you measure up to Johnny Sin at all. That's what I'm wondering,
bro. Fuck. It's funny, man.
You get lightheaded when you get hard.
I try to play the big dick role, but I think I'm probably average, maybe or below average. But like, that's when the pussy eating skills come into effect. It
takes up for it. Does it?
It'll make up for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. A couple scenarios with some hot chicks that I didn't really know, but that I'm doing my thing on, and I'm like. I'm rocking them doggy style, so to speak. And I'm just like, oh yeah, man, take this big fucking thing. I always be saying big, or take this fucking steam.
It's more like a psychological. So they get in their head.
I know deep down they're taking a doggy style and they're probably sitting there laughing. I can't see them.
Right.
They're laughing like this little motherfucker really thinks she's got a big ass dick. You know what I mean?
Well, some dancer told me about some DJ locally. I won't name a name. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to fuck your throat. And the dancer's like, you're not even going past the top of my teeth. And I'm like, I felt bad about that, but there's nothing you do about it.
It wasn't me. Make sure.
No, it wasn't
I know I could go a little least to the tongue. You know what I mean?
But this poor guy wasn't even going halfway there. And she's like, oh yeah, baby, make it stop.
Yeah. I've always been the dude that's got to do the foreplay action, or I can't just like jump in and start fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
Maybe when I was younger, but even then I think like, so I mean, I never had that. I get that.
Well, let me ask you a question though. I had a girl recently who was just straight up lesbian. I ate her out for 3 hours. At some point, you want to do something else. I came in the next day. You're like, yo, bro, you okay? I'm like, I couldn't even eat. I mean, my tongue was just like, what the fuck for 3 hours? Like,
you were having a hard time holding a conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I get it. You get lockjaw sometimes when you really take.
I mean, it's good and all, but I want to do something else.
Take your craft serious like that. Eating pussy to me is like it's like a blessing, so to speak. You got something beautiful right there that you just want to like.
Do you like fat pussy or do you like smaller pussy? Like, what's your preference?
I don't know.
What's the WAYNE Sick preference of pussy here?
I just want a nice, sexy looking pussy. You know what I mean? I don't
big
really
clit or small clit. Are you get into that?
Probably smaller if possible, but I'm sure I've sucked on a couple big clits. You know what I mean? Let's say clits to make sure that's right there. Clits, not
clits. Yeah, the one girl I'm shooting with has got a gigantic one right now. So it's actually kind of cool.
Fuck,
I like that. But then there was this one. She was from Nigeria. The damn thing was like literally like a millimeter big. I'm like, what the fuck? Because she was like a kind of a bigger girl, had a big ass.
I like the clits that look like kind of like oysters. You know what I mean? Like the little oyster.
Yeah, they're real pretty.
Or a pearl bar.
Yeah, it's like a
ball
type of thing.
Yeah,
stick your finger down. Yeah.
suck the little fuckers and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
this is literally what we talk about outside. People like, they see us at the car and they're like, oh, they must be talking about work. Oh, they must, well, no, we're talking about like what a pussy looks like and what it tastes like.
Oh, way.
We stand outside it for like an hour. They're like, oh yeah, they must be talking business. And no, we're talking about pussy.
I love it, man. Well, the ultimate mission here is going to be to make strip clubs great again.
I hear that.
We're going to
good luck with that.
Yeah, right. Like I said, if I could do just any kind of, I don't know what the word is. I'm drawing a blank, but any way I can help the game, I would love to. Ultimately,
but if you help the game, you wouldn't have a podcast. You wouldn't have anything to bitch about.
True. Well, we could bitch about the blessings, you know what I mean? Or talk about the blessings, I should say. Because like I said, we're giving shout outs to the waitresses, our waitress staff in general. Right. But waitresses out here in Vegas are pretty dominantly, they kick ass, you know what I mean? I give that credit. I'll give a shout out to my ex-chick, Mimi, everyone called her over there at the Fantasy Castle, Signal Hill. We'll get into that place for sure. But still, hands down, I'm 51. Probably still the best bartender, I think. And I'm not trying to kiss ass or any kind of crazy shit, but still the best, baddest bartender I've fucking ever witnessed, period. You know what I mean? I'm not even saying that because I was with her. You know what I mean? Like, I remember even going in there, I was working at Imperial Showgirls Pico Rivera, and I got recruited over there to the castle, Fantasy Castle, Signal Hill, Long Beach. And my manager, Mo, over there was Mo, Milton, the owner, Jerry, you know what I mean? And I remember the first night I went in there to meet him, and I saw her bartending, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker kicks ass. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Awesome personality. Asian, she was Asian, so she was, you know, a good personality, loud, outgoing, but fucking fast with everything, kicked ass with everything. I kind of knew of her because I worked at another spot called Mr. J's, Santa Ana. We'll get into that down the road as well. Topless spot. These are two topless spots right here.
Route 5, right?
I DJ'd over there. Yeah, it was off the 5 freeway out there. It's now a car, fucking Honda car lot or some shit. But that spot was sick, hot chicks. And they actually had a sushi bar inside the spot. And at that Mr. J's.
Are you serious?
Yeah, on the other side, they had a mail review that went off like on Friday, Saturday nights type deal. So then you had that overflow going in on Friday, Saturday nights, plus all. That was like one of the hottest, dopest strip clubs in Cali at the time too, out there in OC, bro.
Right.
OC always did big things to me, man. LA, it was always the full nude, grimy, you know, dry hump central fucking, you know what I mean? But it's, I was in all that whole world out there in Cali and loved every bit of it. If I was to do things differently, I would have still stayed in this game. I don't think I would have came to Vegas if I could have done anything different, although I wouldn't have met your sexy little ass, but a few other hot people out here in Vegas are cool guys, you know what I mean, are cool people. The city itself is dope. Excuse me, city
sounded
itself
like a newscaster there for a second.
is dope. The bright lights, all the bullshit, you know, the gambling, the eating, but a lot of the people, I'd say, and a lot of the employees out here, or people at other places, avenues, revenues, whatever the fuck, there's a lot to be said about. It'll be said. Yeah, I'll be calling out names on some shit even too.
Yeah, because we've been around, and that's what I'm saying. It's like we come from a spot where we know what we're talking about. It's not just we're bitching about things.
How long have you been in Vegas? Because you're from Philly, right?
Yeah, 2007. I came here because I had a swimwear company at the time. I moved to Newport Beach, which was incredibly expensive.
Oh, I love Newport. We used to always go out on 42nd Street.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot, but it was just way too expensive. We kept coming here. My ex-wife was a dancer at the Rhino, so we kept coming here. And then we moved.
What was her name? What was her dancer name?
I don't want to say that. So she was working out here, and then we decided
I had a couple exes that danced out here at the Rhino.
Yeah, she got fired by the Rhino, went to Sapphire, so she went there. But we came here all the time. moved here, ended up doing the advertising for the Air Force Reserve of all things. I did that for like 2.5 years. Then I saw an ad. I had to go back to Philly, got divorced, came back, got a job at Caesars, which sucked. I'll never work in a corporate world ever again. And then I went to, I saw an ad for the Rhino. And I said, I know this is the Rhino. And I came in and I had this ad where I had like the stratosphere as a stripper pole and had a Rhino spinning around. And the owner was like, well, who the fuck told you to do that? And I said, what do you mean? He says, who told you to do that? I said, no one. I said, I just want the job. He goes, you got it. That was fucking amazing. I said, great. So I got in there, and the next thing you know, my boss, Charlie, great guy, got me this huge raise. And I did all their advertising, photography, SEO. I mean, absolutely everything.
It's badass.
For 7 years. So that was the top strip club in the world, obviously. And I
top
kept it
5 in the world for sure between them and them and Safford.
But the problem,
but
the problem, you know this as well, is that they weren't nice to people, and they had everything in place, beautiful girls, all this great stuff, you know. But all the biggest complaint was they weren't very customer savvy, you know. Customers.
Very true.
Great place, don't get me wrong, you know, great dancers.
I get a lot of love there. I do honestly. Yeah. Part of it's probably because they're fucking scared of me or some shit.
Well, no, people actually walk up to your booth and they talk to you like you're very like, you know, open like that, you know.
Yeah.
We don't have an attitude, and like I said, I've worked at all these other clubs. You know, Scores was just crazy shithole. But
bro, every time I go into that place, every time I went in there, I was like, holy shit, this place is just wild. There's either hot ass chicks or fucking
it's
ugly
like West Side of Cuba.
You're just like, what the? How the fuck are they even in here right now?
Something's going on.
So it was wild. It was wild on that place. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went from there. Ended up going to after Scores, went to Hippo briefly, very briefly. Long story. Won't go into that.
Hater shit there.
Hater shit, big time.
Hater shit's huge out here in Vegas.
That ended
anybody,
very
especially they hate motherfuckers coming from Cali. I'll put that hands fucking down. You know what's crazy? When I first came out here, so I came out here in 2016. When I first came out here, 2016, 17, and I was got into the VU out here with a buddy of mine.
Okay.
Bruce Weinhardt was running that spot at the time, and I was supposed to be becoming the DJ there and different kind of shit, and then things went sideways. But out here, like I said, it's Haterville, Cockbox Central. That one didn't work out. So when I was trying other places, I couldn't even get in to talk to a manager.
But honestly, I honestly, this is what we talked about before. I think there's something about Vegas where I think guys, when they're around a lot of estrogen, a lot of that, they pick up a lot of that. Where I think, you know, you're a guy, you're alpha, I'm alpha, you know, people I get along with are. But I think a lot of guys out here, they just take that in and become bitches. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like they just become these jellyfish.
Bro, I have so many years experience. I can do any position. The only positions I haven't done is own a club or bartend. Like I bartended. Yeah. Obviously, when I was a manager at the Full Nudes, I covered bartending or whatever, but that's juices, sodas, whatever. I've never actually poured or mixed drinks.
Right.
I know that's a serious craft. And probably if I dabbled into it, of course, I'll be good at it. Plus all my shit talking and personality, I could probably kill it as a bartender. But it's so wild because I never even would get to talk to any managers or anybody.
Yeah, it's like cock block city. Like
my resume, I should have came out here with my resume saying I was a fucking waiter at Denny's all my life and maybe a car salesman. Right. And I bet maybe it would have been a different world for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know.
It's a
lot of intimidation factors. I still can't figure the bullshit out. You know what I mean? I lucked out, thankfully, because of you even being at Honey's, so to speak.
Yeah, they were. I mean, honestly, you know the whole deal. They were going to hire someone else. I said, "What the fuck are you doing? Give this guy a chance. Like, what the fuck? Listen to me for once."
Yeah, you know.
And then they said, and then the owners were like, "Where the fuck this guy come from?" I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, it was just so obvious.
Wild. Or they just go off my look and automatically think, "Oh, that's a big dude. Throw him at the door."
Yeah.
When I've already done, I've driven, I've fucking, I could do the door. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've done the door. Yeah, I can. I've done all that. And I did all that earlier on in my career to where I was like, fuck this. I want to manage. You know, I want to be at the top. You know what I mean? Unless I'm owning a spot. Then I got tired of dealing with owners and some of their avenues on things. And I was like, you know what? Let's just DJ. Right. If we make these women money, they're going to love you, you know, tip you cool. And then you're going to, obviously that makes the whole club money.
But I think that what the thing is, when Vegas, there's a lot of hustlers. I think between the two of us, we're actually very honest. And I think a lot of people, when I work with content or when I work with the Rhino, I shot all these girls. Like I was just honest with everyone. I'm not trying to like scam anybody.
Yeah.
That's not my game. And Vegas,
this is bullshit.
It's like a hustler.
Bullshit, hustler,
and I'm
fake
just like,
central,
I'm just trying to be honest, everybody. And I'm trying to be true to myself. And I think that's what comes with a lot of like, because they're like, when I go on a photo shoot, they assume, oh, this guy's gonna be a creep. In the first 20 minutes, they're automatically thinking I'm gonna be that guy or that creepy photographer. And they're like, oh, you like this? I'm like, yeah, I actually like shooting. I actually like this. If we do other things, that'll happen. But, you know, I'm just letting it be known that that's why I think we have good friends and good people around us, because we're always honest to people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
we're not those full of shit pussies that are out here fucking just on another level. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just love the way you say pussy in the earphone. It just turns me on.
It does sound good.
After we have a steak, maybe instead of going to the CH3, we should hang out a little bit more.
Yeah. Get us some pussy tonight. It's been a minute. I need to get a little bit of some action.
You told me. Yeah, I mean, it's been...
I just been in like fucking... Like my mindset's just been in like go mode, man, like to try to kick ass. You know what I mean? Vegas has been weird for me. I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I've been down, I've been down. Now I'm climbing back up again. It's kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like I said, I wish I never came out here, to be honest. And we'll get more into that with more episodes, but...
Who's the next person you want to bring on? Was it a chick or? Yeah.
I got to bring something hot on here. I don't know if it'll be like a dancer, bartender, waitress. I'd like to either be a dancer or a waitress if possible, you know, or a couple dancers or couple waitresses, homies of homies or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right,
so I can start getting some women perspectives on here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure people will do it.
Nah, we got big things.
I'm glad you're finally doing it, because you talked about it for a while. So
bro. I'll be honest. It was supposed to, I bought all the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tech. Yeah, I'm a DJ. Yeah, I'm a strip club DJ. Like I tell everybody, I just know what to play and fucking say. You know what I mean? And how to work a room, how to work a crowd. You know what I mean? I don't know how to fucking set up shit, bro. You know what I mean? And I had the equipment, and no pussies wanted to help out. You know what I mean? Or a couple tried, but then after they'd leave, I would be lost all over again. You know what I mean? Then I tried having Geek Squad come. I tried having people off Craigslist come.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, man.
You found them out over here.
Exactly. This is a blessing in disguise. The only thing I can think of is everyone says, you know, it's all about God's timing. And you know what I mean? I know I'm in a world... of the world that I am, but I am very spiritual, you know what I mean? And I take pride in that, and I believe in a lot of that. And yeah, man, so fucking we are where we're at, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and grow and grow. We're going to be looking for sponsors. I want to try to get a dispensary sponsor, a liquor sponsor, preferably tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of the sex shops out here as a sponsor. Maybe a strip club sponsor.
My friends are on the swinger club. They could probably sponsor.
That sounds like a dope sponsor right there. You know what I mean? And like a floor mat sponsor for, you know, all them beautiful women driving around.
We mentioned WeatherTech 3 times.
I'll tell you this. It was probably like 2 months ago. One of our dancers, I'm not going to say any names, came up to me and she's like, you know, Wayne, your voice makes all our pussies wet. And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, yeah, your voice makes my pussy wet and others wet. And I was like, oh, wait. I was like, well, I appreciate that.
Be your first person to come on here then.
Fuck, right? I don't know. Some of these girls are a little shy. I could get.
Well, you suggested wearing a mask. You would.
Yeah, I was thinking like some masquerade shit. Mask, yeah. You know what I mean? In case, you know, they want to, you know, they don't want to be too seen. I mean, they could cover up. They don't got to be all out and about. We'll have that down the road roughly if things go as planned, a Wayne Sick Uncensored, and we'll probably make it to where people got to subscribe to that or something, and then, you know, or pay a monthly fee for that, and maybe, or make it into like an OnlyFans podcast or something where I got girls on here talking butt naked or topless or.
Well, would Matt let you eat pussy on the table or?
I don't know.
He's like,
sounds like a beautiful thing though. Shit. I love pussy, man. You know what I mean?
You've mentioned
that's the only thing that sucks about not having a girlfriend is just not being able to eat pussy whenever I want. I'll be honest, bro. And it's kind of wild, but I've been single at least probably like about 14, 15 years, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
And in the midst of that, I had only dated a chick for like about a month and a half.
Oh, wow.
To be honest. Now I've gotten some pussy here and there, you know what I mean?
Well, they say in psychology, did you have a real relationship up until when you were 25? Did you have like a solid girlfriend?
Yeah. Actually, I think so.
There's a chance for you because they say that if you don't have one by the year 25, you're 25, you probably won't.
Yeah, I had a couple prior during then and a couple serious ones.
So there's someone out there.
Like I said, I fucked up on a few immaturely, you know what I mean? That I want to give those exes a shout out and apologize. Like, damn, you know?
Right.
My loss, obviously, you know what I mean? I don't know what the path was supposed to have been anyways, but, you know, my loss on that, you know? What's weird, and maybe we'll just almost end this podcast with this. You know, I already gave her a shout out earlier, my ex, the bartender. And, but bro, I always have dreams of like getting back with her. I don't know what that means.
You're a Scorpio. What's her sign?
She was in January 29th.
Aquarius.
So I don't even know if we were compatible or not in that world. I don't think so. But we had a lot of outside interference. Some of my immaturity, obviously, but a lot of outside hater interference. I've been hated on, I don't know, as long as I've been in the game, roughly, I would assume, because this industry just comes easy to me. I'm fucking great at it. Whatever position you put me in, I'm going to succeed, bro. And my track record shows that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just going to get better from there because now I'm going to be on this motherfucker. We're going to have hot chicks. We're going to dabble into all the adult nightlife. And then we're going to take this motherfucker on the road. Then I'm going to do a little bit of some consulting in the middle of that. And then I'm going to have my own spot. And then.
So everybody wants to see if you're going to like end up with the love of your life too. So it's a good journey.
Yeah, that might be a journey of this
eating
could turn
pussy
into
and then finding the love of your life.
Yeah, maybe I eat the right pussy and she's like, oh, boy, right back at me. You know what I mean? Well, Tim, thank you so much, brother. Party people out there, tune in. I know this is my first podcast, so I don't know if I was all over the place or not.
You were.
A little bit here and there, but it's just because I got so much to say and so many things coming out the mind and popping off. But
all good.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We're going to run it how we run it. Wayne Sikk's in the house.
We'll be talking for the next, 3 hours? Over steak, and then we go to CH3, hang out.
I love pussy on me. So yeah, we'll get some tequila shots and hopefully rub a butt cheek or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we will.
But Tim, big things coming for you, obviously. What do you want to give them some of your social medias or everyone can follow you?
Yeah, it's all at True Black Media. It's TRUBLACMEDIA. So no E, no K. True Black Media.
Nice. See, and I do sick, SIKK instead of the CK. You know, got to use your imagination these days, man.
Well, actually, Matt may even know this. True Black actually is a graphic term. So when you print something, this would be True Black right here. That's actually the term. But not that I date a lot of black girls. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, right. I thought it did actually.
Well, yeah, it does.
My boy Tim loves black women.
I'm glad you said love. A lot of people go like. I go.
No, you love it, bro. Yeah. From our conversations, you love that black pussy.
Love.
Yeah. Do you ever listen to the DJ Quick song, "Sweet Black Pussy"?
Repeatedly. No, I never heard of it actually.
It's actually pretty good. DJ, shout out DJ Quick. That's one of my favorites.
What's it called again?
Sweet Black Pussy.
I'll put that over my next eating out video and I'll dedicate it to you.
Shout out Quick while you do it. This guy's crazy. We'll end it with this. This guy's crazy. I told him, you know, we were working at the library out here, LGC Vegas, and he was going to go. Rest in peace. Yeah. We got some conversations about that place, trust and believe. But that being said, he was getting ready to go do some content like the next night or the same night, whatever it was. And I said, hey, bro, you know, when you're doing your thing.
That's right.
Yes, when you're doing your thing.
I recorded that. I said,
can you have her say my name?
I wish we had that
And
ready. That's funny.
The homie Tim right here followed through, fucking had that chick looking back while he was doggy styling her, telling her,
Oh, wait.
Wayne. And it was,
I forgot about that.
it was some good shit. I got to give her props on that because
Yeah, she was a slutty MILF, as we say.
that was beautiful right there. That was some funny ass shit. I was dying laughing.
Well, another girl I'm shooting with, hopefully you meet at some point. She wants to be gangbanged by 5 guys tomorrow.
Jesus.
So we're doing that tomorrow. So she's all excited. So
Your hands seem to be full, my man, and
Yes,
it's just going to get
all the
bigger,
time.
better, and badder. You know what I mean? Just like me, the vision, the execution, everything's set in stone. We just got to make it happen now for
Just
the
looking
both
for
of
love,
us.
Wayne. Just looking for love.
Yeah. Bro, in a world like this, or in our world, it's hard to find a relationship and be in one because of me. I'm a strip club DJ, bro. I got 50, 60 chicks around me all night. What is a normal, we're not going to meet a normal girl, so we're going to have to end up getting with an entertainer or a bartender or a waitress.
The funny thing was, my ex-girlfriend, we would have photo shoots. I have these like porn stars over. She starts eating them out. I'm like, okay. So, I'm like, okay, I guess we're all going to be doing something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
this is great. She was a normal girl.
That was good
but
for you.
But she never did anything in the industry. I never forced her to do anything.
Wow.
And beautiful girl.
That brief stint that I did that month and a half was a girl, a makeup girl for Nordstrom's out in West Covina.
Right.
And she had to have saw my work hat, TJ Showgirls, and probably Googled it and was like, fuck this, because she ghosted me. And everything had been going smooth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
she wasn't the right person. That's the way.
Yeah, it is what it is. I just want to, like I said, give back to this game that's given so much to me. Yeah, I've had its ups and downs. Yeah, the hater shit, but I still love the industry, still love the business, still want my own spot.
Right.
Gonna get my own spot.
It's good money.
And could be better. We'll get into a lot of that. Yeah, let's just end it right here before I start getting into some crazy shit that's gonna get me in trouble off of that part right there. But anyways, much love to everybody. Thank you guys. We're going to be on Spotify, I believe, right now, and YouTube. Look out for it. WAYNE SIKK PODCAST. Billboards coming soon. Merchandise coming soon. Other podcast eventually, I think, after we publish this stuff, is Amazon, Apple, all the other kind of streaming avenues as well. You know what I mean? Look for the big bus coming to a city near you down the road. We're going to be looking for sponsors, like I said.
OnlyFans.
WAYNE SIKK Uncensored down the road. So we got a lot of stuff in the making, a lot of stuff to make happen. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate the love. It's been a beautiful journey so far. A little rocky here and there, but for the most part, it's just going to get even better now. We finishing off strong. Tim Black, WAYNE SIKK, my boy Matt, Podcaster Studio. God bless. Donde staci, a fanguta paite, figi de butana. That's it. Good night.